What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. There were 40 different undercover agents at least in the audience during January 6th, and they behaved criminally. Yes, the FEDS has been confirmed. New bombshell filing, the Proud Boys trial, writes Julie Kelly. Defense writes that DOJ just recently disclosed involvement in undercover officers and informants for other agencies. FBI and DC Metro Police had at least 40 undercover informants. 40 undercover informants? My God, were there actually any MAGA supporters in this crowd, or was it all just feds? It's the Spider-Man meme. Every Spider-Man pointing at the other Spider-Man. They're all feds. That's why it's so easily mocked. You have now some of the footage coming out that is just bananas.
Let's go. Go.
This is footage from an undercover agent.
Hold on, wait. Push him up. Push him up. Help me play this. Come on. Let's go. Leave it.
Go. So let's break this down. This is super important. What's going on here? Very curious. What's going on here is this is a undercover Metropolitan Police Department, MPD, officer who is encouraging violent and or criminal behavior. Very important to note that this Proud Boys trial that Julie Kelly is covering here is just a very rare circumstance where the only circumstance, let me correct that, where somebody is being charged with actual violent insurrection. They say that the Proud Boys planned to do this. That's the trial. This trial is getting absolutely blown open. I think they're regretting doing that now. The feds are clearly spying on the defendants. We've been covering that. The feds are clownish and making misstep after misstep in this trial. And in discovery, we're able to get footage like this. That proves that there were federal agents or plainclothes officials, officers of the law that were in the audience encouraging criminal behavior, which is what's going on here. When this guy's saying, go, get up the scaffolding, look at them. They're climbing onto Capitol property there. What that's showing is it's showing entrapment because they actually charged most of these J6ers with trespassing. A lot of them are charged with trespassing and or disruption of an official event. Disruption of an official event, you might say, well, it looks like the police officers here are encouraging the disruption of an official event and moreover, encouraging the trespassing. Yup. Watch this one.
Drain the swamp. Drain the swamp. Drain the swamp.
This is a police officer's body cam footage.
So you didn't get people with the goggles on, that's what he said.
Hey, buddy, you look like Antifa. You know, you look like someone who doesn't belong here. Says presumably one of the actual peaceful protesters. And the cop laughs. Ha, 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 ha. Looks like you don't belong here. You look like someone who is fake MAGA, sneaking in here to try and make us look bad. Well, lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, that's precisely what they did. They behaved criminally, these individuals, and now we're starting to learn the results of their criminal activity. It's so embarrassing that uniformed police officers actually stopped plainclothes police officers that day.
Quick question. Give me a second. Just doing a little investigation. Asking this respectfully, is anyone armed?
Yes, we're all police.
Police?
Yeah.
Law enforcement.
Yeah.
Show me your credentials.
Hey, we're all police. We're all law enforcement. And then they whip out their credentials.
Appreciate it.
Look at
Appreciate
it.
it.
Are you armed?
You gotta do a little.
Are you all armed?
Respectfully, is anyone armed?
Yes, we're all police.
They're all armed. So the armed insurrection was actually just the police officers.
Appreciate it.
Oh, man. Gestapo, ladies and gentlemen. Gestapo, state police. They're setting you up. This was a setup. Julie Kelly was on Laura Ingram's show last night saying that the discovery of these 40 different officers, and that's not even encompassing all of them, there could be many, many more. This discovery itself is essentially blowing the hole inside of the new prosecutions, and that people will get out of jail for this. Now, we've seen Jacob Chansley released this past week. Jacob Chansley will be a free man, according to the schedule, in the middle of May. So it's April, middle of May, Jacob Chansley becomes a free man, walking the streets, out of prison. I cannot wait for that man to start telling his story. How many more people will be set free?
Justice and FBI can't stoop any lower. They find a new bottom. They had an FBI informant ingratiating herself with not just a few of the defendants in this case, with their attorneys, with their family members. And this FBI informant worked for almost 2 years, really at the start of the investigation, all the way through the beginning of the trial.
Now, it turns out that that was just the tip of the iceberg. We just learned what else the government was doing to January 6th defendants. Government court filings in the case against a Kansas man charged that day reveal 3 police officers were caught instigating the crowd, chanting and urging them to go into the Capitol.
Boom, shaka, laka. This is why the Proud Boys attorney is trying to unmask all of the informants during January 6th. The attorney for the Proud Boys recently called on the U.S. government to unmask all informants, undercover agents, involved in January 6th Capitol riots. A motion on Wednesday, the attorney for the Proud Boys, member Dominic Piazzolla, compelled the government to reveal all informants, undercover operatives, and any confidential human sources relating to the events of January 6th. Now, you will understand and remember that it was Christopher Wray who was asked about confidential human sources.
Does the FBI have confidential human sources? Did the FBI have confidential human sources embedded within the January 6th protesters on January 6th of 2021?
Well, Congressman, as I'm sure you can appreciate, I have to be very careful about what I can say about when.
Even now, because that's what you told us 2 years ago.
May I finish? About when we do and do not, and where we have and have not used confidential human sources. But to the extent that there's a suggestion, for example, that the FBI's confidential human sources or FBI employees in some way instigated or orchestrated January 6th, that's categorically false.
Did you have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters inside the Capitol on January the 6th prior to the doors being?
We don't have to let him lie again because we actually have the footage of now the confidential human sources, these police officers literally instigating violence and criminality on that day. There you go. There's the footage. So that's all you need to know. The real big lie, the armed insurrection, was actually orchestrated by our government. That's the facts. We've played you the footage. You can see it. The people killed on that day, Trump supporters, unarmed, by the way, shot by our government. Nothing ever happens to these people. Nothing will ever happen. Unless we fight to save America. Unless we change leaders. Unless we rip up by root and stem this entire rotted system. So that's what we're fighting for here. It's your boy Benny, fighting to save America. See ya. Thank you for watching. Our channel's here to meme the libs until they cry, and then to meme them crying. Their tears, they taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. Don't you want to know when we're live? And make sure that you subscribe to our email list just in case the plug gets pulled, as tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, base patriots.